project was to create a 2D character animation. So what I did was in week one, I created two main characters and made a background that would be like a starting point. This whole project was based off my last year project, which was kind of the same thing, but this is more advanced and like based off the same story pretty much, like the same characters. In week two, I I added all the backgrounds and all the scenes, and then I made a ton of progress on movements, and I added I added a few traveling scenes of simple backgrounds. Week three, it was the most stressful week because it included the most movements and the biggest scene. And Adobe Animate, it didn't really like me, so I had to work around it. I added the last character and almost ended the story. Week four, I finished animating and then I added sound effects and polished up on certain areas. So, mastery of technology, I learned more about Adobe Animate and basic functions, and I learned how to create smooth tweens and movements, how to manage the timeline and keep it organized, and to design backgrounds and stack layers. These are very important because if you don't use these, things can become very sloppy and it won't be as efficient. So, Adobe Animate tries to guess where each movement should go when you add a tween. So, shape hints, these like letters over here, they help manually adjust that. So, I was able to keep my timeline organized. Usually, when I do this, create projects, they really aren't organized. So, this kind of helped me speed up tasks. Like over here, you could see it's not all messed up, it's just all in the same order. Result of learning, I could show the video. Okay. It wasn't as long as I wanted, so if I could redo it, that'd probably be the part that I'd redo is try to make it longer, but with the time I had, I couldn't really do that. But yeah, so reflection, if you aren't organized, finding layers and certain keyframes, like if you're trying to do all that, it's hard and it's like hard to find all that. Backgrounds and sound effects are very essential to an animation. If I didn't have the sound effects, it all of this wouldn't pan out as well as it did. If I could redo, I would add more characters and try to add more movements. That goes along with the adding more time as well, so I could make a longer animation. And then my most successful moment was when I finished. So yeah, um, if I do another project, I'd try to make a longer animation or one of these again.